Hello tubers and welcome back. In today's video I'm doing a tool review on this project that's made right here in the USA. The company is owned by a father and son team out in Iowa. Now this tool has such a simple design, but it's so versatile. If you're like me, you wonder how you did it without it for so long. If you work on cars, motorcycles, small engines, if you work in the electrical or carpentry industry or aviation, you own a boat, you work on a farm, you're a hobbyist, whatever the case may be, this tool is a must-have. It should be in every toolbox, tool chest, workbench, work table, on your boat, in your glove compartment, and yes, even your kitchen table. Now let's go over to my desk so I can show you what I'm talking about. And I'm working inside today because it's too cold in the garage. Guys, when I got this tool, I want to make a video, use it in actual applications, but with the weather, it's just been too cold outside to go that direction. But I'm sure you've had a job where you had to put on either some bolts, a nut, a washer, or even a clamp, where the area you had to get into was just out of reach with your fingers, or was too narrow to get any of the tools that you would normally use. Your channel locks, needle nose pliers, vice grips, needle nose vice grips, channel locks, socket sets, wrenches, spanners, and sometimes we just can't get in there. Or we have a situation that there's a bolt or a nut that's going through and we have to put a nut on from the bottom. And we've all gotten creative before. We'll get a little bit of grease, a piece of gum, a piece of paper to hold the nut on. And the name of the company is LLC. It's made in Iowa. You have the company's email address if the camera's picking it up. And for an out-of-the-reach grass, can't say it any better than what it says right on the tool. Instead of going through all that, you can simply put the nut on the tool, get it in the clamp, get the nut in the clamp, slide it up, tighten it up on the back, and hold it up in there. That's one application. Another is you have to drop a washer onto a stud or a bolt. Now, we've all finagled it one way and another to get it down in there. You can use it with the long needle nose pliers and drop it in there. It works. We've been doing that forever. But on the way down, if you're working in an engine compartment or another piece of equipment and you hit the side of something or your hand just slips and you drop it in there, you could spend hours trying to get that piece out. And I'm speaking from experience. I dropped a bolt one time in an engine compartment. It took me hours to get that bolt out. Just that time alone was well worth the cost of this tool. By using the clamp, you just slide the clamp up, tighten the back, get the washer in there, clamp it down. This isn't going anywhere. You can bang it on the side, hit back and forth. It's not going anywhere. Place it where it has. This is off a gas line. It could be off anything from a lawnmower, snow blower, ATV, motorcycle, what have you. Now, this is usually my tool of choice, but there are times when I need both hands to do what I'm doing. I'm on an old piece of equipment and this clamp is way in there and you can't reach it or you just can't get to it. With this Handee clamp, simply open it wide enough, get over the hose clamp, tighten it down, and you can open it up. Just keep turning until it opens wide enough. Slide it off, do what you have to do, and the best part is you could just leave it there. It's not going to fall off. It's holding it. Now when you're going back on, again, if it's in a tight spot where it's hard to reach in with any of these other tools, this will reach back in there, place it where it has to go, open it up, and you're done. If you're working on something where your hands just can't reach in, I'm working on this light fixture where I'm putting the new switch in. So you put your nut on, or you screw a bolt, whatever you happen to be working with, slide it in, and if you have to let go of it because you need two hands to continue with the job, you can let go of it. It's not going anywhere. It's staying on there. When I work on trailer wires and I have to solder them together, I could see me using this to hold wires together and hold other components together while I'm soldering. And also, working on small engines, there's a lot of times you have to reach behind something to hold a nut while you tighten it down. This is a good way to hold it. There are times when you might not be able to get a wrench back in there, and I've done this before where I had to use a screwdriver to kind of pry it so I could tighten it on the other side, and you can't get any of these other tools in there to hold it down. This is a great tool for that purpose. If you're working on square stock, like the back of your hitch for your trailer, just picture that, a bolt going down, and the nut has to be held up in there, but it's too far in to reach with your fingers. Again, you can use this tool to get it started. It's not made to tighten it down. Well guys, this is just a quick presentation on a few different ways you can use this. And once you get this tool, it's limited only by your imagination. When you get this and you see how simple the design is, you realize you could have made this yourself. But you didn't. And if you're like me and you're working on several projects in several areas at a time, order yourself a pair of these. Get one for your glove box, get one for your toolbox. Go to the description down below, hit the link, and order yours today. Don't delay. And guys, if you found this video useful, let me know by posting your comments down below, giving it a like, sharing it with other people who may find it useful. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe. And not to miss any of my new upcoming videos, be sure to hit that bell, that notification bell. And that's it guys. Until next time, stay safe, stay warm, stay well.